Welcome back to Island Life Live. April is National Child Abuse Prevention Month, a time for communities to come together and raise awareness about preventing child abuse and neglect and to support families and children.
A recent surge in child abuse cases in Hawaii's houseless communities are leaving our keiki very vulnerable. Our next guest led an effort this morning to bring awareness to an increase of child abuse here on Oahu. He's joining us now. This is Hawaii Senator Kurt Fevella. Aloha, Senator.
Aloha. Thank you guys for having me on.
Thank you, brother. And thank you very much for championing our keiki. I know you were out there and just getting the word out. How's the reaction been so far?
Well, the reaction was great. It's just that there's a lot of players involved in a sense of trying to prevent our houseless community. You cannot fault them, but you cannot fault the kids, that the parents, for whatever economic situation, drugs, mental illness, whatever the cause of them being houseless on the beach, we cannot fault the kids. So we need to do better than just saying, hey, you know what, hey, that's not my family, I'm not gonna get involved. Well, it's rising to the point that we had a child, 9-month-old baby girl, that got injected, or whatever the situation was, that was really serious, was crystal meth and ecstasy. So whether it was an accident on purpose or whatever, who does that? Why is it being done? Why are we not intervening? I blame government. I cannot just blame CPS, but as a senator, sitting senator, we should do more for protecting our keiki. Why does our keiki on the streets or in the beaches or at the parks don't get the services that they need because they don't have a house? And that shouldn't be. The haves and the have-nots shouldn't be that way. And we should put a bit of awareness, because who does those things? Who beats their kid up like a man, or excuse me, not a man, but a person, an adult person? Where does that come from? And then when you want to report it, I'm not blaming all HPD officers on the west side, because we get some great guys out there, guys. But when we report it, and it has been documented, reported, they ask the question, are you related to them? Oh, no. Then mind your own business.
Oh.
That kind of stuff. So another officer who was nice had made the report. But again, if we see something, we say something.
Yes.
And right now, our keiki are dying and being abused, and we shouldn't have that. We live in a land of aloha. We shouldn't be having that at all. One keiki that's getting abused and hurt, whether they're getting starved or even murdered, is one keiki too many.
Yeah, absolutely. So what are you doing to kind of like bring your colleagues in the square building together to kind of coalesce around our keiki to keep them safe?
So that's why we started this at Honolulu Hale. We're planning to have a bigger and more involvement rally, because there are other things that was happening today and tomorrow. But we're going to plan a bigger rally to rally around my colleagues in the square building, especially in the health, other ones that do public safety. Ask them to come out and support our protection of our keiki. Of course, we're going to invite our city council members and everything, but this is something that we need to pitch in all together. I just like to say is that our parks on our side of the island right now is being neglected, and I had numerous of talks with the director, Laura Thielen, letting her know the stress of the environment that we're letting our children live under. But it's not an emergency for her. And I had a long talk with the mayor. The mayor doing the best he can, and you guys all know, even though the mayor can do the best he can, if the people that are taking his marching orders seriously or try to take it to the next level, then it's not helping nobody. Because I noticed that the levels of homelessness on the west side had grown big time under her leadership, and we need to take claims back. They can enforce Parks and Rec rules. I'm not telling them to arrest the parents, not to tell them to put the parents in jail, but we need to go out there and see what is the social issues that we can help them with. We're willing to help, guys, but we gotta be able to help. We're working with each other to get the help, and right now, it's not happening. When we report it, it's not going. CPS could say, oh, because of the HIPAA law, we can't give you the information. We understand that, but make these children our priority. Yes, the families need to be located. To me, if a child is on the beach, parents in the high crime area, high drug area, the kids should be removed temporarily until the person can get a hand up, not a handout, to get a better living environment. Living on the beach is not a safe environment for anybody, for adults or keiki. But right now we're specializing this around our keiki, because our keiki is dying and being abused, and not only that, getting drugs, guys, drugs. Who does that?
Well, we thank you so much for your passion. This is amazing. Please let us know when you're able to get that rally going.
Yes.
This is our representative, representing District 20, rather, Senator Kurt Fevella. Very passionate and
guys.
the perfect month for it.
Thank you.
But this is Prevent Child Abuse Month.
Thank you, guys. Aloha.
Thank you, my brother. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Before we do, just a reminder, we'll be back with some birthdays.
Yeah.
I want to celebrate you.